So this video is exercise 6-16, the sectional view. Now in this one, once again, I've gone ahead and created the front view as we're going to be using for this. It's actually the top view. And what I'm going to need to do is draw a section view that's based off of the right side view. So what I've gone ahead and done is just kind of roughed in the right side view for the purposes of this assignment. The thing that I need to do now is I need to make sure that I go ahead and project all of my lines that represent all of the holes, because as we know, we cannot cut through holes. So what I want to do first is I want to project over this line right here, which is going to represent the countersink, or the keyway. Then I can project this over, which represents the back edge of the hole, and project this over, which represents the front edge of the hole. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and project over the top edge of this, because that's going to represent another hole. Now I do have this small hole coming in right here, and this is going to be right in the middle of this piece with a diameter of 5. So I need to go ahead and offset 5 in each direction for this piece. And then go ahead and erase this. Now since this is a complete hole, there is still an edge going across here. There's an edge here, so this represents all of the visible edges that I have to deal with for this particular piece. So what I can do now is mirror these around the midpoint of the object, and I now have a completed view minus the hatch pattern. Now I'm cutting material here, cutting material here, cutting material here, 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 and here. So when I put in my hatch, those are going to be my pick points that I'm going to use. Cutting here, and in each of the other places where I'm cutting. I can right click and preview this. Okay, notice I'm using the wrong hatch pattern, so I want to escape to go back to my dialog box and make sure that I turn this back to ANSI 31. Now I'll preview that again. Okay, that looks like I want it to look, so I can right click to accept it. I need to click on my hatch and change its layer to the hatch layer. And then again, I may want to go ahead and add in some center lines here so that it's abundantly clear that these are in fact center lines or holes in this object. And what I'm doing is I'm just roughing some in, and then I can take all three of these center lines and put them on the center line layer. Okay, so now that those are on the center layer, I can mirror these top two around this middle one so that I have all of my center lines in place. All I need to do now is put the center lines in here, center the object, dimension it, and this one is complete.